Sip Talk. It's that Sip Talk.
Welcome, welcome. Today we are on another episode of the Sip Talk podcast, and we are visiting Crosstown Sips today with Miss Tabitha to my right and Miss Rachel to my left. How you ladies doing today?
Good. We are at Crosstown Sips, 2510 University Avenue. We are a loaded tea and nutrition store. We do loaded teas, we do protein coffees, protein shakes, protein bites. When Buddy makes it, we have the best chicken salad, is what we're told. We have Freshies and Frost Buddies and all the fun things. So,
All right, Miss Rachel.
one thing I ask is that you can get your teas to go, or you can get them here. We'll make them right for you, or you can take them and make them later. What you saying again?
All right, so as a customer, what are some of the customer favorites when they come in? What are some of the things you sell the most of?
Well, right now we've officially gone viral for the birthday cake tea.
Okay.
It is literally everywhere. It's the craziest thing ever.
Right, nice.
So that one's been super popular. The protein bowls are very popular. And then I would probably say our Bluebird is the blue drink. What else do you think?
lots of flavors. So we've got like the pink starburst is really good, cotton candy. It's all
Whatever you want.
It's all based if you like sweet or sour. So we've got something to really accommodate just about everybody.
We just dropped a new menu literally 10 minutes ago.
Ooh,
It's the Alani Duke menu, so
epic.
that'll start kicking off hard tomorrow, I guess. So we're pretty excited about that too.
Okay, what about for the kiddos? What do the kiddos like to eat?
They like the Bluebirds, obviously
Bluebird.
pretty popular. The birthday cake's been popular, but they can do it one of two ways: either just like flavored waters or hydration teas, where you add the H3O in, and that's really good for like our younger athletes and stuff like that. A lot of people also like try their teas in flavored waters, so if they want to try flavor without the price tag of a whole load of tea.
Yeah.
So
Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. So today we're gonna get a little personality. I'm not sure if people get to see your other side of you. So I brought this bag. Questions. I used to call it the rapid fire on my other get. But today it's gonna be a bag where you're gonna draw questions out of and you're gonna answer them. They're completely random. So 5 questions. So 2 of the questions you answer Miss Rachel, well Miss Tabitha you answer, and then 2 of them you answer Miss Rachel, and the last one you both answer.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna toss y'all these right here.
Okay.
You can't. Oh, ooh. Like, all
That's
right.
really bad. I'll never live that one out. Okay. Oh gosh. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Ooh.
I would love to be able to be invisible. If I could have a superpower, I would love to be invisible. I would love. Sometimes I just want to be a fly on the wall. In different places, I've said that a lot. That if I could just be a fly on the wall and hear what they're saying, so I would love to be invisible.
Invisible. All right, next question. Shake it up good now.
See if I can like fifth on one.
Uh-oh.
If there was a song that played every time you entered a room, what song would it?
What would it be?
It would for sure be "She's a Brick."
Oh. Oh yes. I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
That's a really good question.
Looking back on your life, what was your favorite year on Earth to live and why?
Ooh.
99. I think 99 was a good year. My daughter was born, so I became a mom, new wife, all the fun things. So 99 was a great year for me.
Awesome. Awesome.
There you go.
All right. I got 2 more. This is fun.
No telling what you said. Yeah, well, at least you got seen.
Yeah,
All the viewers got that.
you are welcome. What is your favorite show to binge watch? Well, getting me to sit down and watch TV is one thing. but I like true crime documentaries and things like that. So I will watch those for a minute.
Okay.
I like Criminal Minds,
Oh.
and I like what was the newest one? The one that I made you watch?
Oh,
I Will Find You.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
okay.
good. That was good. Mm-hmm.
What was the one about the lady?
Oh, the Maternal Instinct.
You like that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can read it. We have to do it together.
All right. Both
This
of
is
you.
our together one.
Yeah, let's see y'all together one.
What was your childhood nickname? Not doing that. Okay.
Pleading the fifth.
I plead the fifth on that.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I will say that everybody calls me Aunt Tabby, or
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna say. That's about as good as we're getting with that one. We're not going the whole childhood nickname. You're it.
I had a couple. I still have my little towel from softball. It was Dark Devil. I was a 10 or something on there. And then I don't know.
Chatty Cathy.
Yeah, Chatty Cathy.
Patty Cathy? Oh.
You couldn't imagine she's a talker.
Yeah, it's about that thing. I don't have a lot of nicknames that they called my face anyway.
Oh, goodness.
That was fun. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, ladies, I want you guys to tell me what was the motivation behind starting Crosstown Sips?
Well, we got a call, or I got a call about October. So now it's probably September, October of last year. And Shannon now, but she owned this shop before us, and she had opened in 2020. It's called Cabana. It was our favorite tea shop. Love Shannon to death, and she had told me, I'm going to close down in November. Finished a degree, get a new job, got married, all the things, and I immediately called Rachel because in my mind I had been thinking something other options for her. She had adopted KJ, and the job that she was working was nights, and I knew that she needed to get in a situation to where she could be home more.
Yeah.
So it kind of came up, and we just kind of sit down and looked at how it would work and kind of made out a plan, and it worked out to where we could open, and we took over in November, and it allowed her to be home at night. Kinda seems like we're getting later and later, but it's something where 10 minutes ago KJ was here, so he can come up here with her and be able to hang out. So good for the family.
Yeah, I think it was a God thing put together for sure. Like he wanting those hours, and just it allows us more time. Like we were both kind of running different directions. We live 3 minutes down the road from each other, and this kind of allows us to, even if it's in passing, aggravate each other for a few minutes, and then and meet some new people and stuff here. It's just been a cool thing. Like, and it's kind of pieces to build together nicely. And I was actually under Shannon too, like so that kind of worked out well too. Like where you have to be like a distributor. There's like levels and stuff like. So she was mine, so it worked out good.
So, what are some of the biggest challenges you guys face on a daily basis? Trying to, like I come in here and I see it looks so great. You got a nice menu. The layout is awesome, but on the outside we see all this awesomeness, but the behind the scenes, what do you guys have to deal with?
I would think, and staying in the trend of the new stuff that's coming out, and just the products, and there's a lot, and just being sure that we're on the same page. We're going 50 different directions and trying to make it all work, Cause I feel like that's kind of a key part of all this is like, she has her strengths and I have my strengths, and then luckily I would say that they're both very opposite, and so it makes a nice little, grouping at the end, I think. But at times it's hard too, because of that, but I would definitely say staying on top of everything and making sure we're on the same page and everybody that works there's on the same page and stuff.
Yeah, because I'm not here a ton. I have another job. I'm one of the activities directors for the district for Oxford School District. So I try to open in the morning and let her be with KJ and take him to school and get him to school, and then I go to work. So if we don't have activities, I'll come back in the afternoon and help close. But a lot of times I'm not here. So being able to help and feel like I'm helping and is one of my biggest, roadblocks and products sometimes it's hard to get things like that. I mean, Herbalife is a huge industry, and like she said, relevance. I mean, we're one of, I know of at least I think 4 or 5 tea shops in town, so making sure that we trying to pull different crowds and staying on top of things.
One of my biggest things, how when I started this show, one of my biggest emphasis was on mental health. What do you guys think about the word when I say mental health? What does that mean to you, each one of you?
I mean, I think mental health right now is making sure that you are physically well, mentally and physically. Taking time for you, because at the end of the day, I mean, I say it all the time that there's days where both of us are like having a break. Like I try to make sure that she's off on Sundays. Oh. Like there's certain things that we try to do for each other to make sure that we don't get burned out. That I mean, especially with me doing 2 jobs and mom and kids and all the things. My kids are grown, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's making time for everybody around you and yourself. So when I think mental health, I think, what can I do to make sure that I'm taking care of me? Because it's kind of like the whole thing about, put the oxygen mask on yourself first. If you're not healthy and if you're not mentally, prepared for what's going on, then, it's going to bring everybody around you down.
Absolutely.
I say too, like, the first thing I thought about whenever that question came up was like the ice storm, and how it was a crazy time. But me and her had this conversation. I would probably say at least 2 or 3 times. Like there was not like a lot of money made or any money really made during the ice storm here, but it was one of those things that people needed the consistency of here. Like our regulars, like we were opening with a generator, but like it was just one of those things that normalcy and just people needed that, or a warm place to come and see it, or it just, and we talked about that. Like, it was important to us to try to find a way to create that space here because we needed it too. I mean, we needed the normalcy. We needed the, you kind of get used to seeing people that come in here. We have a lot of people that come in here literally daily. Like, you're invested, and that's one of the cool things about it. But when they struggle, you kind of see that, it's not a thing you like. So, it just, my mind just instantly went there because we had this conversation. It seems like something so small, but it's really not all the time. Like it looks different for everybody, and it's just such an important thing that if your cup's so low, you can't feel anything. Like so just.
I'm sure you guys know Kevin Hart. I'm gonna read a quote that I heard from him. He's basically said that the sun is going to be up every day regardless of how I feel. So what keeps you guys motivated every day? You're waking up every morning doing the same thing over and over again. What keeps you guys motivated to just keep going regardless of what you're feeling like?
For me, it's her, and I think more than anything because, like, I know that why we did this. So, it's wanting to make sure that this is a space that, even if I'm gone, because I travel a lot for work and whatever, that it's good and it's here for her.
Yeah.
And it's here for KJ and why we actually opened it to begin with in my mind. So, on those mornings, because there are mornings, boy, when that 4:30 alarm goes off, and I was in Jackson the night before, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up. That's what I think about. That's what kind of motivates me to get up and to make sure I get up here because it is. It's like she said. We have regulars. We have people that we see every day, and they're a huge part of why this has been successful. Moving forward, and also we have 2 workers that are regulars and making sure that they have a place and that they can come here and they've been super loyal to us and they both worked for Shannon and staying on with us, and they are the reason that we have been able to grow. I think the way that we kind of have. So I think for me it's more the people around me and making sure that this place is good for them. And if I don't get up and get here and get it going in the mornings, then it's not ready for all of them, so they can be great that day.
Yeah.
And like our simple people, like our test takers, hey, we've got a test or whatever it looks like, they're seeing the relief when they're here or texting early or whatever. I just think it just matters, and you know what I mean. Like it just matters, and look, you get, like I said earlier, you get used to the investment that you've given those people and the way they have invested in you and your personal life, and just keep it up with that and those relationships. It just makes it better, just truly makes it better.
Awesome. So when people come to Crosstown Sips, what should they expect when they enter that door?
They're gonna be greeted. There's gonna be a smile. It might be a panic smile. There's gonna be, hey, how are you? We try really, really hard to always be kind. Like that's kind of who we are, and we want to make sure that you leave here, and whether or not you like your tea, because you might have got something you didn't like or something might have went wrong, that we were nice to you and you feel uplifted in some way. I mean, from the music we play when we walk in the door to how we talk to people to the experience you have, I think it's really important to us both that, it's a positive experience and it's a bright moment in your day. Because, I mean, we get 2 minutes with these people. So what do they see through us in that 2 minutes?
All right, this last question for you ladies is called Talk Your Talk. So this is a chance to promote Crosstown Sips, and for people who don't know what this business is, what do you have to say for them?
Give us a try. I mean, we promise that you might not love what we serve, which we hope you do, and we think you will, because we think we serve a great product, but you'll leave with a smile on your face. I mean, I think that's kind of what sets us apart. We will do our best, and also we're going to make sure you leave satisfied. So we are very much, if you don't like what you did, let us try to mix it up for you. But come see us and check out what we have, and you're gonna figure out we're a little different. Even if you are used to another tea shop, just give us a try, because we're a little bit different than the rest. We try to make sure that we are extremely flavorful, and you leave with a smile on your face.
And the good ice.
And the good ice.
Yeah.
We have the good ice.
The one thing that's cool to me too about Herbalife is that they have so many products, and there's so many different things that you can add to make a loaded tea. If you need the caffeine boost, or if you need the immunity stuff, or the vitamin C, the extra stuff we have, the protein, all the things depending on what your goals are. I feel like we can kind of make that. And if we don't have it here, we will we'll get it in. We have a lot of people that they came one time and they're like, hey, we're going to add this, and this, or we'll have it here by next time. And so we kind of roll with that. Just like you said, give us a try.
We also have punch cards.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can get free teas. Yeah.
Give rewards for being a little.
we love free out here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for inviting me to your place of business to do an episode of the Sip Talk podcast. All right, you guys heard it first. Now come visit Crosstown Sips and see what they have to offer.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Birthday cake.
It's that sip talk. It's that sip talk.